Driving success in capital-intensive projects, strategic approach to contract and risk management. Capital-intensive projects demand a strategic approach to contract and risk management to ensure project success, financial stability, and competitive advantage. In this presentation, we will explore key strategies and best practices that organizations can adopt to navigate the unique challenges of capital-intensive projects and optimize their contract and risk management processes. Capital-intensive projects involve substantial financial investments, complex stakeholder relationships, and long-term commitments. Managing contracts and mitigating risks effectively is crucial for achieving project objectives, meeting stakeholder expectations, and maintaining a competitive edge in the industry. Let's consider different capital-intensive projects as examples, such as a large-scale construction project, a mining operation, or an offshore oil and gas project. These projects involve significant investments, complex supply chains, and inherent risks. Effective contract and risk management tailored to each project type will be critical to address potential risks, ensure timely project completion, and maximize return on investment. The objective of this presentation is to provide insights into the key elements of contract and risk management specific to capital-intensive projects. We will discuss practical strategies for risk identification, allocation, mitigation, and effective contract management, empowering organizations to create a competitive advantage and drive success in their capital-intensive endeavors. Let's dive into the details and explore how organizations can proactively manage contracts and risks to maximize the value and outcomes of their capital-intensive projects. Key economic trends affecting capital-intensive projects. Analyzing key economic trends is essential in contract and risk management for capital-intensive projects. It enables organizations to anticipate financial risks like currency fluctuations and interest rate changes, allowing them to implement effective risk mitigation strategies. Economic trends also significantly impact project viability, funding, and regulatory compliance. Therefore, staying informed and adapting strategies accordingly is crucial for ensuring project success. In this regard, let's explore some dominant economic trends and their implications on contract and risk management in capital-intensive projects. Fluctuations in currency exchange rates can significantly impact on project costs, especially for international projects where materials and equipment are sourced from different countries. Organizations need to consider currency risk management strategies and hedging techniques to mitigate potential financial losses. Unstable interest rates. Changes in interest rates can influence borrowing costs and project financing. Organizations should closely monitor interest rate trends and adopt appropriate risk management measures, such as locking in favorable interest rates or using derivative instruments to manage interest rate exposure. Global economic uncertainty. Economic uncertainties, such as recessions, trade wars, or political instability, can affect project viability and funding. Organizations should conduct thorough risk assessments, develop contingency plans, and establish financial buffers to navigate uncertain economic conditions. Regulatory changes. Evolving regulations and compliance requirements can impact project timelines, costs, and contractual obligations. Organizations need to stay updated with relevant regulations, engage in proactive compliance management, and incorporate necessary contractual provisions to address potential regulatory changes. Technological advancements. Rapid technological advancements can disrupt project requirements, delivery methods, and industry norms. Organizations should embrace innovation, consider technological risks, and adapt their contract and risk management strategies to leverage new technologies for project success. Environmental sustainability. Increasing environmental concerns and sustainability requirements necessitate organizations to incorporate sustainable practices into their projects. Contract and risk management strategies should include provisions for environmental compliance, green procurement, and sustainable project execution. Supply chain disruptions. Disruptions in global supply chains, such as natural disasters, trade disruptions, or geopolitical tensions, can impact the availability and cost of materials and equipment. Organizations should assess supply chain risks, diversify suppliers, and establish resilient procurement strategies to mitigate supply chain disruptions. Aligning strategies for capital-intensive projects. To effectively navigate the unique challenges of capital-intensive projects, organizations must align their contract and risk management strategies with the economic trends discussed earlier. By understanding and adapting to these trends, organizations can optimize their approaches, mitigate risks, and maintain a competitive advantage. In this section, we will explore the importance of aligning contract and risk management strategies with project objectives, as well as the integration of these processes to enhance decision-making and minimize risks. Aligning contract and risk management strategies with project objectives. Capital-intensive projects require a strategic alignment between contract and risk management strategies and the specific objectives of the project. By ensuring this alignment, organizations can optimize project outcomes, minimize risks, and maintain a competitive advantage in the capital-intensive sector. Emphasizing the integration of contract and risk management processes, it is important to integrate contract and risk management processes to effectively identify, assess, and mitigate project-specific risks. By fostering collaboration between these disciplines, organizations can enhance decision-making, streamline processes, and mitigate potential risks in capital-intensive projects. Comprehensive risk assessment and mitigation. In capital-intensive projects, conducting a comprehensive risk assessment is crucial for identifying and addressing potential risks, considering the impact of key economic trends discussed earlier. By aligning strategies with project objectives and integrating contract and risk management processes, organizations can effectively implement proactive risk mitigation strategies and optimize operational efficiency throughout the project lifecycle. Conducting a comprehensive risk assessment. Capital-intensive projects necessitate a thorough risk assessment process. Organizations need to identify project-specific risks related to technical complexities, market volatility, regulatory compliance, safety hazards, and supply chain disruptions. Example, in an offshore oil and gas project, the organization conducts a comprehensive risk assessment and identifies potential risks such as adverse weather conditions, equipment failure, geopolitical uncertainties, and fluctuating oil prices. They develop risk mitigation strategies such as diversifying suppliers, implementing rigorous safety protocols, and establishing contingency plans for unexpected events. This comprehensive approach enables them to proactively manage risks, minimize project delays, and optimize operational efficiency. Implementing proactive risk mitigation strategies. Developing robust risk mitigation strategies tailored to capital-intensive projects. These strategies may include contingency planning, risk transfer mechanisms, insurance coverage, strategic partnerships, and effective stakeholder engagement. Proactive risk management enhances project resilience and minimizes the impact of unforeseen events. Tailored contractual framework. Building on the foundation of effective contract and risk management discussed in the preceding sections, let's delve into the development of a tailored contractual framework for capital-intensive projects. By considering key economic trends, risk assessments, and stakeholder engagement, organizations can create comprehensive contract templates that address project complexities and align with project objectives. Developing a tailored contractual framework. Organizations must create a contractual framework that addresses the unique complexities of capital-intensive projects while also considering the relevant economic trends. Organizations should customize contract templates to incorporate key provisions related to project scope, performance criteria, quality standards, payment terms, change management, and dispute resolution. Those provisions should be, as much as possible, consistently unified and integrated across different agreements. Robust contract administration processes. Organizations must establish robust contract administration processes to ensure compliance, documentation, and effective communication throughout the project lifecycle. It is important to consider the importance of clear roles and responsibilities, performance monitoring, change management, and proactive issue resolution. Effective change management procedures. Capital-intensive projects often experience changes and variations. Organizations must establish a structured change management process that ensures proper evaluation, documentation, and impact assessment of changes. Collaborative stakeholder engagement. Promoting collaborative stakeholder engagement. Capital-intensive projects involve a diverse range of stakeholders, including contractors, suppliers, regulatory bodies, and local communities. Foster collaboration and establish effective communication channels to ensure transparent and constructive stakeholder engagement. Continuous improvement and lessons learned. Cultivating a culture of continuous improvement. Foster a culture of continuous improvement in contract and risk management practices. Encourage regular evaluation, feedback, and enhancement. Do so for all processes, tools, and strategies based on lessons learned, industry best practices, and evolving project dynamics. Competitive advantage through contract and risk management. Competitive advantage by definition, ability to identify and respond to changed circumstances well and in advance of competition. The stage is now set to reveal the path to gaining a competitive advantage through effective contract and risk management in capital-intensive projects. By proactively identifying and responding to changing circumstances ahead of competitors, organizations can secure and maintain a leading edge. This entails harnessing unique resources and competencies, fostering continuous improvement, and aligning strategies with project objectives to maximize success and industry leadership. In conclusion, the strategic approach to contract and risk management is crucial for driving success in capital-intensive projects. By effectively managing contracts and mitigating risks, organizations can ensure project success, financial stability, and gain a competitive advantage. It is essential to align strategies with project objectives, integrate contract and risk management processes, conduct comprehensive risk assessments, and develop tailored contractual frameworks. Collaborative stakeholder engagement, continuous improvement, and leveraging unique resources further contribute to achieving a competitive edge. By adopting these practices, organizations can navigate the complexities of capital-intensive projects and maximize their outcomes, positioning themselves as industry leaders. Follow our upcoming posts on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Do serve consultants. Truly appreciating your business.